Good day. Good day to all in the world, saints. I wanted to get you early, get you motivated. I know, I'm supposed to start off with a reading, but I wanted to get you up like the Lord got me up today. I told him, give me strength to speak to your people. I wanted to get you before I had the top ramen, the oodles and noodles. I wanted to get you up. Before I got them oodles and noodles in my gut and my soul, yeah, I had to get on here first. I woke up, I was a little hungry, but he fed me through the word. I woke up with the word today. I got online, watched Geno Jennings. I woke up with the word today. Now I want to address every evil principality or entities or anything, because today we're going to send them back to hell where they belong and send them off quickly, because we ain't tolerating the foolishness. I want to address one more thing. I want to address these false preachers and false prophets asking for all your money. Give me all your money. If you ever hear me say that on here, not giving it as an example like I just did, but just directly telling you, give me all your money. You see how I did that there? Because you got to be specific nowadays. What you want. As an example, give me all your money. No. When I need something, the first thing I do is get on my knees and call to Jesus. Because he's my boss. He is my boss. That's who my boss is. That's who mine is. And I had to let somebody know. They say, well, we just don't understand. We got these people out there, they got on big long robes, and they got the robes on, and they drive these fancy cars, and they real nice, and they this and this that. And by the time I get out of the church, I'm broke. I bet you all. If you want to give to the church, you give to the church. That could be anything. You got 100, 200, 1,000 people in the church. Everybody gave a dollar. That'd be $1,000 every Sunday. That's $4,000 a month. Now, of course, that number will vary. And what you do, you pray to God. I wish I would be in one of those churches and I had money and they talking about they gonna lock the door before I leave to give them money. Woo! That'd be an interesting day that day. You're gonna find out if I'm a regular person or if I'm a more interesting person. And in some instances, I might not even have nothing with me. So we're gonna have a standoff. And I guarantee you, I'm gonna last the longest. Be sitting there setting up camp and base. You had to go before I had to go. Matter of fact, you would leave. I'd still be there sitting, waiting for the next Sunday. We're going to lock the doors before you leave to make sure that you give money. Man. See, stuff like that will make me want to cuss. Certain things like this make me want to cuss because we're so accustomed to the evil. It's just so easy, right? It's just so easy. Oh my goodness, I'm so thankful. I'm just so thankful that he led me to this point. I didn't know what he was going to do, but I knew he was going to do something. He said, if you hold on just a little bit longer, you're going to do something. All right, that's fine with me. See, I trust the Lord. How could you be more scared of the enemy than you more afraid of the Lord? Foolishness, craziness. Got people out here more afraid of the enemy than they more afraid of the Lord. Lord created everything and watch over you and with you every single day. I'm more afraid of that being. That man is crazy. You mean to tell me he with sinners and people who are saved in hell and heaven and everywhere every single day, not just every day, every moment, every time frame, past, present, future, every dimension, and you more afraid of the enemy? That's a crazy man up there. That's a crazy being up there. You say this man is crazy. let people worship all the idols and build stuff up to the heavens, to the top of the heaven, trying to get up there to heaven. What type of problems is issue? My problems are so small. I mean, like, what in the world is going on? We're trying to catch something in the house or something like that. Getting the bugbear or something. These type of problems I have, they trying to build something up to the heavens. And what I heard online from the sermon from Gino, they shooting up arrows from the heavens, and then when the arrow come back red, they stupid enough to believe that they done pierced something in heaven. That arrow can't much touch a cloud than it can heaven. You know, a whole different dimension or frame. You can't shoot there. You can't shoot down the other place. So you definitely can't shoot there. We're going to shoot up there and take out the angels and take out the Lord. And then we believe that we did that. And for a lot of years, you know how sometimes you think that you doing certain things wrong because things is going on and things like that. I said, wait. I said, wait a minute. I had to stop. I said, no. I'm not losing my mind. There's some other people out there that losing their mind. Worshiping popes. And I ain't even got nothing against any of them personally. I don't know them personally. I don't know their personal struggles. I don't know if they struggle when they're growing up. I don't know nothing about that. And let me add this in. The Lord can save them just like he can save anybody else in murders and all that in the Bible. So let me throw that in there. So I'm not waging war against these type of people, which I should be doing. But what I am doing is what I've always tried to be done. Come on back to Jesus. That was somebody asking, hey, could you tell me something? Could you tell me something? Yeah, let me tell you about Jesus. We talking God. Used to talk to the girl on the job. We talk God. I didn't even know we was going to talk there. We was talking about something else. All of a sudden, just Jesus just appeared in the middle of the conversation. What I thought was that I was going to wake up and get right into Matthew, which I still may do, but no, I had to get up this Sunday, this first day of the 7 days. I like to just call it this day because all the days are days. You get day and you get night. And if you just got all day or you just got all night, there still be days of the Lord. So all the days are days of the Lord. Now I know some of you out there, you may not like what I say or like my style. And that's fine with me. That's fine with me. I know I'm right because I take it straight from the Bible. And anytime somebody asks me something, well, what is this? What is that? I don't know it. I'll tell them I don't know. But let me go to my phone and let me go to my Bible and we're going to look it up together. And if it's real deep, I call it a lifeline. But it's like I always tell you, it come back to one thing. And that's the Lord Jesus. They say, well, what's the point? Everything come back to Jesus. Well, you want to know as much as you can. He put you down here for a reason. Learn what the reason is. It's to serve him. And to live, he gives us a chance to live life. He gives us that chance to live life. And I get so sick and tired of just, the Christian life is boring and you can't do nothing. You can't go partying and you can't go clubbing and you can't do this. Listen, I don't know what type of life y'all living. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say when you're in tune with Jesus, you won't want to. It's not a necessity. But I just like to point out some stuff. Every member of your family call you up and say, we having to get together, we having a barbecue, we doing this, we going skating, we going over here. More likely you're gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna go with, we having a barbecue. Some of y'all wanna go to like the strip clubs. I just go real with what goes on. I ain't saying that everything is right and perfect, but if they go somewhere, you go somewhere, right? You boys and stuff go to the strip club, you go to strip club and stuff, right? You're gonna do what you're gonna do. But I'm trying to get you to a point here. That some of those things may change when you start interacting properly with the Lord. You do things different. That's why I don't just jump on here and say, yeah, give me $1,000. Anybody who see this, I need 1,000 right now. I would love to do that. Why? Because it's easier. That's why these preachers and pastors do this. It's easier. Preach prosperity and just whatever they want to say is thank you for coming out to church and we thank you and this it's just so easy and stuff like that. Jesus don't never preach no stuff like that. He got parables. And you reap what you sow, and the harvest time, and you remember all the parables, different things like that, and they come, and the harvest will be taken, and the taking of the harvest, and the la. So you got to question yourself and challenge yourself and say, Jesus, what you talking about? What are you talking about? And then he said, oh, this is what he talking about. Why? Because he explained what he talked about as soon as he talked about it. He explained it. And if you're paying attention, it ain't hard to get. When the last time you just heard Jesus say, oh, yes, just give me all your money and come to me. Give me all that you have. And speaking in a soft voice. And when he say something, he say, woman. Why? Because that's not just the son of Mary. Woman. When he said woman at that time, that's God. God. And like I said, these words could have specific meanings. And every time I look things up in Hebrew and Greek and Latin, different things, they have specific meanings and specific instances. I had to get on here and address some stuff. I woke up with the word today. And I tossed and turned a little bit, wrestled with some things. That's fine with me. That means I'm doing my job. And everything ain't perfect. But I got some rest, and I said, let me go talk to my viewers, my subscribers, my watch time people, and people of the Lord, and people who need to know the Lord. Why? So you can say, he brought me to the Lord? No. So I can say, Jesus brought you to him. He used me, but it's all him. If he is in me and the Father is in him and he is in the Father, then it's all him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad. I am so glad that he brought me to this point. I didn't know what he was going to do. I say, Lord Jesus, find me something that I can do. Find me something good that I can do. I got something for you. I got something for you. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the right time. I got something for you. I'm going to make sure that everybody that you encounter know me. I got something that's perfect for you. I know what you like. Oh my goodness. Isn't it good? Isn't it so good, y'all, that the Lord Jesus know what you like? He know what I like. That way we ain't got to sugarcoat it and cut no corners. He know the woman that I like. He know what I like. He know what I like to eat. He know what type of clothes I like to wear. He know how I like my hair. He know how, if I like baking soda on my tea. He know what I like. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so tingly right now. It's just so good to have a girl who know you inside and out. Something going wrong, he know every molecule and proton and electrical current and watery substance and blood and bone marrow and blood vessels in your body. Every strategy, every tactic, every corner, every crevices. He know everything. He know everything about you. What type of music you like to listen to, how you like to listen to, when you like to listen to. If he could transfer that over and sprinkle a little bit of him on it. If you got the rap music, he can sprinkle a little bit of Jesus on it and bring somebody to Jesus in your rap music. Whatever it is, he know about it. I like him for stuff like that and for the small stuff. Small stuff like for example, for myself, if a fly in your coffee, you done drunk the whole coffee and you didn't even know the fly was in it, and then at the bottom of it is a fly in there. He said, you ain't drinking it. You ain't drinking it. Who knows stuff like that? I love him for what we call this really big stuff. I call it the small stuff. Stuff we don't even see. Oh my goodness. Could have stepped on that nail that time, but you matter of fact, you stepped on it. And it was laying flat instead of you stepping on it and crunching it, and it flipped up vertically and you piercing it through your foot. You stepped on it and kept walking. Or it could have went through your sandals. And you stepped on it, you've been walking around with a nail in your sandal this whole time. You say, I'm walking around with a nail in my sandal? This whole time you've been walking around and it never pierced through the sandal and it never got you. It just, you pull it right out of your sandal and keep on going. That's just the little stuff. Lord to save people from accidents, ditches, all types of stories and stuff that I know that I can sit here and just talk. But I want to make sure that you knew the Jesus like I know my Jesus. When have you ever know I ain't playing around with no Jesus? You see, what it is the thought that I was going to be afraid to talk about it in 2025 or whatever year this is. Really, I don't even care. 2025, 30, 35, 30, 32, it don't matter, because if Jesus is there, guess where I'm at? I'm here and I'm there. Ain't worried about all this stuff that they talking, and that's see, this is part of the problem now. You get to talking about this and that, and they got you talking about what I hear now, the simulation and matrices and different things. And oh, we can see that. That's good. Can you see Jesus? That's great. That's what I tell anybody. That's great. Oh, you done been here before, or you done traveled. That all that is good. Put a stamp on it. Put a star on it. But all that is great. You ask anybody I talk to, I get straight to it. Are you looking for Jesus now? Since I'm just going hypothetically, I'm just saying this, maybe he didn't wipe the memory of everything we're supposed to know, because if he did that, if he didn't do that, then it would be no purpose of us being down here and having experiences and different things like that. All that is fine. Okay, so since you don't know and you ain't there yet, are you looking for Jesus? Let me go a little bit further. When you do know and you get there, ain't you still looking for Jesus? I'm gonna keep coming strong and make sure that you get this. And I was watching Geno Genesis Day, and he's just so awesome through the Lord and what he does and how he preaches and things like that. And every preacher should be just like him. But of course, there are going to be differences, and not every preacher is wrong, but he does a great job in just breaking things down to you and making sure that you know the truth. I know it's so easy you just go and you sit down and yes, and you got your wife and 3 wives with you, and then the offering come. And then you got the second offer, and then you got the benediction offer, and you make it a whole bunch of money. I won't ever do it. I have prayers that say, Jesus, make sure you keep me out of the foolishness. That's why he don't allow me to do certain things. That's why he don't allow me to get. I'm thinking I'm doing something wrong. But then I realize they're the ones doing stuff that's wrong. I say, why can't I go over here and do, I got certain talents to do this, Lord. Why can't I go and do this and do that? And it will be perfectly fine. But the Lord don't take me through something that's going to basically just waste my time, because he already know that he know how I think. And if he ain't there and I get there and I done did all this hard work and everything like that, and I'll be gone, because if he ain't there, I ain't there. And eventually we'll go and we'll do whatever work, and we're doing this and we're doing that. Then it'll come to a point where, so, okay, now you have to do this. And I'll say, do what? And then, no. I got a little bit more to say, but I'm going to put this one on pause and get you in the next one.